guys, I hope you're doing great. I'm very excited to see you here today because I'm going to talk about the topic that I was actually preparing for a long time to make a video, and I had several requests for it. And actually, before I start, I just let you know that the topic is actually the health of your skin, the acne prone skin health, and I actually thought that this topic is rather vast to make just one video out of it, so I decided to split it up into several topics and then several videos. It will be about acne and your diet, the foods that you need to eat, the foods that you don't need to eat. It will be about the hormone balance, which also can be a trigger for your acne, and also the healthy skin routine. So in this video, I would like to talk to you about acne and the foods that you actually should not eat if you would like to have a healthy, glowing skin, if you would like to prevent aging, if you would like to be healthy, because this is also important for your overall health. So the ancient Chinese medicine says that the face is the mirror of the bowel, and I absolutely agree with that, because when the bowel flora is abnormal, it actually the metabolism is abnormal, the whole body is not functioning well. And as you know, in the body, everything is connected, everything works in the connection, and it is very important to pay attention to the whole system rather than to one thing. People who have acne, try to fight acne, I completely understand them, and I know it's not an easy way, and sometimes it seems like I've tried everything and it just doesn't work. So it means that there is something that you're not doing right, and then everybody who wants to fight the acne, have a good skin, it's really a job, and you have to be prepared to do some lifestyle changes. And if you really love something, you will have to be ready to just get rid of it and not use it anymore. So the skin of the body is one of the biggest organs, and actually when you nourish your body with all those minerals and vitamins, they first go to protect the organs like your heart, your liver, and then the lungs, everything else, the blood, and then your skin gets nourished the last. But if you have some imbalance in your body, your skin will let you know about it the first. So it's actually good, because if you have consistent breakouts, and then it means that your body's trying to show you that something is not doing well, and then you have to pay attention. So basically, the tissues and organs, of course including the skin, they are malnourished while being under attack from all those toxins, microbes, and autoimmunity, and of course the food that you eat and the whatever you drink, it makes the major role in it. So our face is greatly exposed to the environment, daily and all the time actually. So when it is not nourished well, and it's not properly nourished, right? It becomes intoxicated and under autoimmune attack. So that's what happens when your skin, when you not nourish it well, you're not taking care of it from the inside. So it becomes a really like an easy target for all those infections to invade it, the fungi, the bacteria, the microscopic creatures that can just get involved, the viruses, and of course your skin becomes it's suffering from it. And that's why you might have the acne and breakouts, you might have the rosacea and all those kind of skin problems, because the immunity, which actually heavily present in the skin, it is out of balance, and it is reacting to all those chemicals applied to the face, again to the microbes and any other environmental influences that you can find nowadays. So these are actually the reactions to the immune system, which create the picture again of the redness, inflammation, of pimples or acne, blemishes, you name it. So, and why your immune system is so unbalanced and reacting like that? And the answer is actually very easy. It's simple because what is going on in the gut of the person, and it means that it's calling you for some lifestyle changes. So first of all, before I start telling you about the foods that are a major trigger for the acne, because you probably know about that, you know a lot of them like chocolate, but then you don't know why, you just get rid of them and sometimes it still doesn't help, so it means it's not the answer to the problem. First of all, what you should remember about, if you would like to do anything, if you read something about, a great thing that cures everything or whatever it is, you have to always remember that everybody is has such a specific system, and it's really different from one another. What one man's meat is one man's poison. That's why you have to try to be in a very close connection with your body. Really listen to what it tells you, because it does talk to you all the time. And I would just recommend probably a very simple way out here is just to have a journal, for a month, where you're writing down every food that you eat and your, your feelings about it. But make sure here that some the reaction of some food might appear a little later, not like, right away. You might eat junk food this week, but you might have the breakouts the week after. So that's why you have to really go slow and introduce different kind of foods really slow. So, but there are there's certain recommendations that are actually 100% proved, and you could definitely go with them to try to have healthier skin, acne-free, no blemishes, no redness. So let's start. So number 1 is Co's Diary. Pay attention to the word Co's. Why? Because Co's Diary is a major allergy cause in the whole world. Why? Because cow is it's a commercialized animal. Some of the breeds are man-made, and the milk they produce is way far from the Mother Nature has intended it to be. I have a video about milk products, and actually if you should consume them or not, where I explain from A to Z what nowadays milk in the store is and why you should not drink it. So of course, as far as this is the biggest allergen, which it's only a blemish on the skin, but trust me, it makes way worse reactions in your body when you drink it. So try to eliminate that completely. Of course, you might not even be able to tolerate it, or if you can stick with the raw milk, then you're very welcome, but this is really hard to find a good source of raw milk nowadays, so then just try to eliminate it completely. What about other milks, like the milk from camel, from goat, from donkey, from sheep and deer? These animals, they have not been commercialized that much, so it means that their milk is better tolerated, and it's natural. So you could try to drink this, the milk from these animals, if you, of course, again, has the source for them. If you are drinking milk because you're thinking that you need it as a source of calcium, you shouldn't worry about those pasteurized milk. It actually blocks the calcium absorption in your body, so you won't really lose that much. And what can you get? You can replace the calcium with such, still having a normal diet, but including into your diet the calcium-rich food, which is leafy greens like kale and mustard greens, broccoli and sardines. Just try to look for the source of calcium-rich food. And before I go on, all those vitamins and minerals that are so important for us, and of course for the skin. And if you think you just buy a bottle of, the most expensive natural whole multivitamin in the store, and then you just sit here, relax, and think that everything is under control now, you honestly shouldn't be thinking this way, because there is nothing better than a natural source of vitamins, nutrients, minerals from the whole product, rather than from a multivitamin or a vitamin. Why? Because when you eat a product, like let's say you eat orange because of its vitamin C, And it has so many other surfactants that actually help your body to absorb this vitamin. But when you're buying, vitamin in the store, it's either synthetic or it just has been extracted from the whole product, and then it's a sole vitamin C. It doesn't get absorbed by your body as well as if you just eat food containing this vitamin. Plus, if it's synthetic, which it's really hard to say what they sell nowadays in the stores, it might make even some mutations in your body and actually make the whole system function way differently. So number one was the milk, the cow's milk. Number two will be sugar, right? You say that's easy, but just answer the question, why sugar? I bet you notice that after you eat that cake or donut, you see some breakouts on your face, and you definitely know you shouldn't be eating it. But certain foods, they can cause the glucose level to rise rapidly, and that triggers the boost in the insulin, and it actually results in the inflammation on their cellular level. So the excess levels of insulin in the bloodstream, it triggers a hormone cascade and endocrine, and they respond, like the increased level of endocrine and cascade response, they can lead to the growth of pore clogging cells, as well as overactive oil gland activity. So basically that's what it is. And there was a study. It was published in the American Journal of Nutrition, and they found that people who ate a low glycemic diet, which includes more whole products like whole grains, beans, vegetables, and limited amount of white pasta and rice and bread, sugar, they had fewer breakouts and acne, basically skin problems, than those who didn't. So high glycemic food, for those who don't know, it's actually the food that breaks down very fast during digestion, and it includes the products like white bread, white pasta, potatoes, and sugary drinks and snacks. So, if throughout the day you're eating a cookie and you're eating whatever, granola bar, you're drinking something sweet, it's pushing your blood sugar up high and very fast. So you're going to have more insulin circulating in your bloodstream. That's actually what happens in your body when you eat this kind of foods. I know that everybody's craving something sweet all the time. Yes, we know that, but it's very easy to try to find some alternatives. If you want a soft drink, try to replace it with the homemade lemonade or just the water with some fruits, like fruit-infused water. You could eat more whole products, like instead of white pasta, try to find a whole wheat ones. The same things goes with the bread, and then try to eat brown rice, and then you could even replace a sweet dessert with the dates, like a sweet candy. So I believe that will be number 3 now, but it's so obvious I shouldn't even talk about that. You should completely eliminate all processed fast food, junk food, so many names of it, fried food from your diet. And that's supposed to be completely no. Just say no to it. And then number 4 will be fatty acids. Different fatty acids, there are different fatty acids to begin with in the food, and then when we eat it, it either supports inflammation or it dampens it. And too much inflammation, of course, it's inside of your body, can show up on your skin. It actually shows up on your skin right away. I know that a lot of Americans, they think that they consume a lot of omegas, but like years ago, omega-6 fatty acid and omega-3 fatty acid, they were evenly represented in the human diet. But nowadays, we tend to have way much more omega-6 rather than omega-3. And this is not a good thing because it makes your body unbalanced and it triggers a lot of inflammations. So the doctors recommend, how you could address this imbalance. First of all, you should try to use less vegetable oils, canola oil, corn oil, safflower oils, just eliminate them completely. Instead, you could use olive oil, but make sure you mostly use it, for cold foods like salads or if you want to add it to the toast or anything, try not to cook with it a lot because it's not really that good in cooking. Try to incorporate it with butter or ghee. So you could definitely use coconut oil. It's perfect. It's actually perfect for the inflammation. You just use it even all over your skin. It won't make your pores clogged. So if you're consuming beef or eggs, try to buy them from the pastured animals, which were not corn or soy fat, because this is not a good thing. And of course, make sure they are organic, because what the animal eat, then you eat that. You have to try to eat food that is rich in omega-3, which is mostly like fatty fish, cold water fish like salmon, cod, mackerel. Try to take some fish oil supplements. I would extremely recommend the one that's cod liver oil. It's really good, but make sure you do research before you just buy one to make sure it's a good one. So, and of course, the alternative source is supposed to be found for the vegetarians, the vegans, and of course, talk to your doctor before taking any supplements so he could, look out for any possible side effects or interactions with the medicine that you're already taking. So the next one is going to be gluten. A lot of people actually they can be sensitive to gluten, and it may lead to a lot of allergies, body inflammation, and even those who don't have celiac disease. Like in these cases, eating gluten can cause damage in the small intestine, and in some cases, the gluten sensitivity can cause a skin rash. But however, the rash related to gluten sensitivity, which is actually called dermatitis, it was seen mainly with people who have celiac disease. So it's very easy, to find a way out of it. You have to incorporate a diet which is actually gluten-free if you would like, or I tell you what, basically the diet with a high gluten diet, it's processed foods like bread or pasta or refined grains, which you don't want, and they are quickly broken into sugar. We've just spoken about it in the sugar section, and it actually can have a terrible effect on your skin. And just try to write down everything you eat, or just try to eliminate them all at a time, and then include one by one, and make sure you go with the whole wheat products. And now my favorite one is chocolate, because a lot of people, they try to blame chocolate, and they don't know, because one studies say that chocolate is actually okay to eat it and it doesn't have any effect on the skin. Others say that you can't just eat it at all whatsoever. Others say that it's extremely good for your heart, and then you're just being confused. But I've done a research, and the study says that it only suggests that the chocolate inflames already existing acne, but it's not causing any of them. And then the previous study where the patients ate milk-free chocolate bars, just not pure cacao, they showed no connection at all. But what I think is then when you are craving those chocolate bars, what are you craving actually? The chocolate, or the nuts in it, or because it's sweet, right? And this whole thing makes your brain think about chocolate. But try to change it somehow. Just buy some raw cocoa powder, and they try to do something with it, incorporate it in your ice cream, or just try to sprinkle a little bit on the oatmeal or over the yogurt, anything like that, or just make your own. There's a wonderful recipe you can find if you just Google raw chocolate. It's actually, you could just use 2 ingredients, 3. If you use the coconut oil and the raw cocoa powder, and you could use the sweetener you would like, either the honey or the maple syrup, and you can of course add all kinds of nuts, and then not the frozen, but the dried berries into it. Trust me, I've done it, it tastes amazingly. So, or if you just really want to eat some chocolate, go with a really dark one, like 86 or 90% dark chocolate, and then see if you want that chocolate the next time you're craving a chocolate, because the chocolate you see in the stores right now, it's actually pure sugar. There's nothing from the chocolate, and it's not good for your heart. So in the meantime, it is essential for you just to make sure that you are doing everything right. But you know, if you're tired and nothing helps you when you on your, you know, route to your clear skin, just don't freak out. Start slowly. Try to reduce the stress and try to eliminate these foods completely. When you go to the store, just, you know, look at something and then look at the list, cross it, and don't take it. So just go with a healthy diet as much as you can. And then trust me, you will feel better, because this is good not only from the skin. It doesn't start from your face, it starts from the inside. Try to work on the inside and you would definitely see the result on the outside. So please follow my next videos, because I will keep talking about the healthy skin, and trust me, you will have one, because you do deserve it. If you like this video, please put the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I wish you all the best, and thank you for watching.